Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video on my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over a football game for Sunday, September 19th, 2021. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know why I'm picking these games, you have to join my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the game. We're going to be looking at Sunday Night Football, Chiefs versus the Ravens in Baltimore. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers. These are numbers specific for the game. So, for example, how it's right now, up top here is the distance to the upcoming Super Bowl. This is just a reminder that it's NFL Week 2. Right here is the location of the game, the city, the state, the stadium, the coordinates. I keep track of home team records for the NFL season. And so this Sunday night game would be the 31st NFL game for the season. Don't have the home team record yet because obviously recording this way early. And I would need all the Sunday games to finish up before I can even look at the Sunday night one for the record. Right here is the regular season head-to-head record between the two teams. And then right here is the home team, their season record, their coach's record to and from his birthday, the quarterback, his record to and from his birthday, and their name Gematria. At the bottom is the away team, their season record, coach's record to and from birthday, quarterback record to and from birthday, name Gematria. And so with this game, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you numbers I like for the Ravens to win. And then I'm going to show you numbers that I like for the Chiefs to win. And then it'll just be up to you to decide what makes the most sense to you. So let's start with the Ravens, and then we'll get to the Chiefs. I didn't mark this, but there's a lot of numbers here for the Ravens. They're not marked, but we're going to go through them. So for Ravens to win this game, first thing I would look at is this being the 31st NFL game. 31 mathematically is the 11th prime number. This is the 11th regular season head-to-head matchup between these two teams. The Ravens can become 1-1 for a season record like an 11. Lamar Jackson can get his 31st regular season win for his career. It's 110 or total span of 111 days till his next birthday. That 111 could manifest in the 1-1, 0-1 for the Ravens season record. And the word Chiefs sums to 31. And then Chiefs would fall 1-1 for a season record, 1-1 and 1. So they both can be 1-1, 1-0, 1-1 and 0-1. A total span of 111 days till Lamar Jackson's 25th birthday. We're talking about the number 11s, the ones. And that's what would look good for the Ravens. It's also the 13th day of the first month on the Hebrew Civil, like 131. Andy Reid can get his 131st regular season loss for his career. It's the second day or a total span of 3 days since Patrick Mahomes' birthday. This being week 2, Andy Reid, he can sit on 222 regular season wins as he gets his 131st regular season loss in week 2. It's 130th regular season game for Andy Reid. His name sums to 80. Ravens coach can become 130-80 for a regular season record with a win. What else? What else in favor for Ravens? 39.9. I don't think that's has any number properties. Oh. No number properties there. I think that's the big one, the 131 here on the 13th day of the first month. And then all the 11s. 31st game, the 11th prime, 11th regular season head-to-head. Lamar Jackson get his 31st win, the 11th prime. They can become 1-1 for a season record, as Chiefs become 1-1 for a season record, like an 11. Yeah. Coordinates 39th North. Lamar Jackson 39th start. Patrick Mahomes could become 39-9 with the loss. Chiefs sum to 31. Chiefs also sum to 32. 13-1 or 131 is the 32nd prime number. He can get his 131, 131st loss. And just know his next game is going to be his 131st regular season as a coach for Chiefs. But I think that's it for Ravens. Let's go ahead and move on to the Chiefs. If Chiefs are going to win this game, maybe it's a Super Bowl connection. I say that because this is the 102nd NFL season. It is a day with 102 date numerology on the Hebrew religious side. What if the Ravens lose and become 0-2, 0-1 for the season, which kind of has a 201 look to it, a reflection of 102? The Chiefs would become 2-0 and 1-0, which kind of looks like a 201. Probably stretching it a bit on that one, but it's there a little bit. Also, John Humbar. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Don't care really. It's his 210th regular season game. 210 is the 20th triangular number. 20 is just a reflection of 0-2. Maybe that's why they go 0-2. And Chiefs become 2-0. Like 20, potentially. Andy Reid, like I mentioned before, this is his 130th regular game. He could sit on 130 regular season losses for his career in his 130th regular game as a coach for Chiefs. If that were to happen, he would get his 223rd regular season win, which is the 48th prime number. Patrick Mahomes, this is his 48th regular season game. He just turned 26 years old 2 days ago, or a total span of 3 days ago. 26 sums to 48. And Lamar Jackson, it's his 39th start, but it's his 48th game. So there's some 48 number connections here that could favor Chiefs and the coach, the 223. It being 2 days since his 26th birthday, Patrick Mahomes, the number 2, sums to 13. It being the 13th day of the Hebrew Civil New Year. Both these quarterbacks could go to their starting number with the record if I can explain it correctly. Lamar Jackson, this is his 48th game, but it's his 39th start, and if he loses, he becomes 30-9, 309, which kind of looks like a 39. If Patrick Mahomes wins, he becomes 40-8, which kind of looks like a 48. This is his 48th start. So Patrick Mahomes, 48th start, could become 40-8. Lamar Jackson, 39th start, could become 30-9. It could just be as simple as that. What else? I think that's it. If Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs do win, it could be a Super Bowl thing, like I said, with the 201 and the 201, which is just a reflection of the 102nd season, 102. A season that ends with Super Bowl 56. And Patrick Mahomes turned 26 years old, or this is the third day of his 26-year-old age. The third day of his 26-year-old age. 263, if you want to get a little weird. 263 is the 56th prime number. Yeah, I think that's about it. What you're really going to have to decide is how strong is this 131? And his next game is his 131st regular season game as a coach for Kansas. So does he get his 131 regular season loss on the 13th day of the first month heading into the next game, which would be the 131 regular season as a coach? Or does he sit on that 130 in this game and then he gets his 131 and his 131? But of course, his name also sums to 80, and it's the Ravens coach that could be 130 and 80 for a record with a win. Remember, this is going to be the 31st NFL game, the 11th prime, 11th regular season head-to-head. Lamar Jackson can get that 31st win, the 11th prime. Ravens could become 1-1 like an 11. Chiefs can become 1-1 like an 11. But we do have a 48th thing, 48th regular season game. He could become 40 and 8 at the age of 26. 26 sums to 48. Andy Reid can get his 223rd win, the 48th prime. 48th start, or 48th game for Lamar Jackson, his 39th start, where he could become 30 and 9. And Ravens coach, he could get his 81st regular season loss on the 81st day of the Gregorian religious, a calendar that I completely made up, so I wouldn't put any weight to that. It's the third month, the 19th day, like 319. And Chiefs coach was born on March 19th, 319. 319, the 81st day. Born on 319, but the Ravens coach can get his 81st loss. I would take that part for a grain of salt. I wouldn't read too much into that. But I think that's about it for this one. Hopefully it helps. Not a lot going on. Kind of. Actually, there's a lot going on. Um, Chiefs again. Sums to 32 and 31. So yeah, I really think it's going to come down to this 131 and the 31 pattern for the Ravens. Lamar getting his 31st win, the 31st game of the season, the 131 on the 13th day of the first month. That'd be favored for the Ravens. And then for the Chiefs, it'd be the 48 for Patrick Mahomes, the 223, the 48th prime, the 48 for Lamar Jackson, the 201 potentially, which is a reflection of 102, 201, 201 for the season records. Andy's sitting on that 130 and his 130th. Hopefully this helps. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you in the next video.